Hey guys, this is another game on my Brost account, now at 4Q, and for some reason I played a bot really without thinking, but because this account's supposed to be for live, so I just wasn't thinking, and but there are some things to look at. I thought they were interesting, so we're gonna look. Here we go. I'm white as 6Q. This move is AI doesn't like this move because it doesn't do much right now. And it says if you just come in the 3-3, black's better than white. So I've been doing that the last year or so, and it's working out well. So where to? I'm fine. He's fine. One would think the bottom left corner. But white should be thinking about this move. Black takes the corner. Second, well, he could go third line if he wants. This is fine. And he might just play this way. Anyway, black is being pushed down, which isn't terrible for black, but it's equitable for white. When white plays here, I take it. Now I'm not being pushed down. White becomes a weak group as I get extra territory. So white's being punished is the point. White takes another big move. I threatened. My move was a threat. I make good my threat. Okay, so at this point, I'm thinking about, attacking white, this sort of thing. But I didn't do it because I can't honey here. The ladder works for black, and I can't maneuver comfortably because of this weakness. So because of that, I went another time. Now I'll be able to ladder. Assuming white comes out, then I'll go ahead and do whatever attack I want. But he doesn't, he plays here. Well, my move was a threat. I make good my threat. My move was a threat. I make good my threat. I considered putting it here because it puts a lot of pressure on white. But there's a lot of Aji in here that I don't want to even have to think about. Then I thought about pulling it back one. But the one I chose is the strongest and least Aji, and there's only like a 2-3 point difference. So I just said, let's keep it as clean as we can with almost no loss. Okay. So let's talk about the upper left. Just get rid of the other stone. So we're only looking at that. And we want to know who got the better of it and by how much. So we're going to compare that to this. Okay, let's start with the bottom right. Black has an extra move down there. So black should be approximately 8 points ahead territorially than white. So black has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 points. Now, this is not thick at all because that stone, there's a lot of Aji there. So 16. So white should have 8 points. 2, 4, 6, 8. So I don't like using the word equal. That's too radical a term. So let's go with equitable. really quite even. Okay, now we'll look at the upper left. Black has two more stones. Black has four more stones than white. So black should be 32 points ahead. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28 for thickness, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40 minimum, probably more, 42, 44. So black's way ahead here. Now I want to explain this a little bit, given, let's look at this. No, here. Here, Jaceki could be A, B, or play away somewhere at C, wherever C happens to be. And if white plays away and we count, it'll be equitable, if not equal. So let's have white play away to wherever. Black. Now the question, can white play away again and have equity? No. Because if white plays away again, the white stone is 0. It's not Aji, it's not less points than black. It's a lost stone. It should be worth about 8 points, but instead it's worth 0. So it's much better for black. And that's how we explain the upper left. Here is the two stones are 0, very near 0. There is a cut here that I paid a little bit of attention to. Let's give them a point or two tops. It wasn't meaningful, but it was something, but near 0. So I find that, I've always found that interesting. Okay. White hits me from both sides. I'm going to touch the stronger one in order to hurt the weaker one more. I wasn't sure what to do here. I went ahead and played this move, so later we see the white stones aren't alive yet. White plays here. I'm not settled. I'm quite concerned about white playing here. The stone's just alive. I'm left with no eyes, no nothing. So I came here first because this is sente to kill something. And assuming white does any sort of fix, it's a one-eyed group is the point. So I press there and then here. Oh, I did this first because if white kills the stone, this is sente. So white has to play here, and that exchange is good for me. That's a good exchange for me. His move is a literal 0. Mine's more than that. And then here. Not here because it leaves the big problem still. Okay. White, black. Now you see that cut is starting to have a little bit of meaning. Not much, but a little bit. Okay. Am I ready to attack the A group? No. His survival won't be particularly difficult. He's got different ways out, different ways of living. I'm not ready to attack. So to me, these are the four most obvious. And I'm not marking F because if I play at F, his extension is correct. It's like none of the others create a correctness for him. I don't know. I'm sure it's not that bad, but so I decided to go here. I'm thinking if he plays this way, whatever he does, it shouldn't be too hard for me. He goes this way. I'm planning on playing this to negate his moil that he's making. Come out. I play again. He says, that's not Sente. Now, this used to bother me a little bit. What if white says, no, it's not Sente? Well, I actually don't understand it very well. Intuitively, I feel that black's better. And AI says black's better. But how can A compete with the BC? So I don't quite understand. I don't have my head wrapped around it. Maybe it has more to do with, let me just go ahead and mark it. A, breaking out, B, low and flat. So black's clearly better. And all white gets in addition is that move, which isn't a lot really. So maybe that's it. Anyway, onward. I play this way. I thought if I play this way, I really need to play another move here somewhere. And I don't like that. I'm feeling over concentrated. So I thought if it's this way, I have less need to do that because it's a stronger group, a bigger base, easier to live. So that's why I chose that one. It does give him this opportunity. And he captures this stone in a ladder. Well, doesn't bother me because I'm going to my two groups on the bottom are going to live independently. First, I take my Sente, then my Gote. It's a big corner in Sente. Okay. Sure feels like black's ahead by a good margin. I mean, a solid margin. Nothing's changed on top, not ready to attack, although it looks weak to me, but it doesn't seem ready. I considered this has some size and feels like it might be Sente, but I actually don't think it is. So then what? Well, if I'm okay and he's okay, it would seem that white's Moyo in area one, that's feels like it could be the biggest thing going on. I don't see anything that might compare. So I would say area one. Okay. If we use the list now, as we play in area one, is there a weak black entity that would enjoy help? No. Is there a weak white entity that we can bother? Yeah, we've been wanting to bother the A group for a while. Well, I got that far in the list and I go, oh, that's right. This move, we can get a couple center Sentes in because he's weak on both sides. And from that, build up an outside wall for fighting. get a wall. Now, imagine this. What might happen next that would bother me? Well, I think something in here could start bothering me. Well, if I play here, that's not going to bother me anymore. And I'm threatening to get him down to one eye. As a matter of fact, he now only has one eye. So I could play this. And now it's he can make a second eye in ko as I attack. But that's being awfully aggressive. He has so many ko threats and he can run and stuff. So I left that alone for now. Got more of a wall and started building my own center. Up till here, let's say he plays this move and cuts. I'm going to let him kill my 3 stones as I attack him on top. So I'm saying that at this point, I'm willing to let those 3 stones go. But once he plays here, no, I want to save them. They now have a lot of meaning. Double Hane. Build up this way. I'm seeing some Aji on the right, nothing too serious, but I like this surround. And I thought that when he plays the ladder, which he does, he kind of has to get in there. And then I play my ladder breaker. He kind of has to take, and I get some more points. So I thought that worked out according to my plan. I thought about this a lot, all sorts of things I can do. Like if I go this way, as he runs out, my stones are getting weak. I mean, there's lots of ways he can do that, right? I mean, when we go this way, for instance, I can connect under. Yeah, but there's lots of ways for this to happen. You could choose better moves. If I play it this way, I'm still left with the cut, and there's room for him to find some life in here. So I thought about a lot of things. I had ignored this because it doesn't work. Between the knight's move at A, I have a knight's move at A, and he has the B stone Aji. He might be able to do something there. And now I have a nice move over here at C. So I had given up on that variation quite early when I was reading this. But everything else, I couldn't find anything that hit the nail on the head, as it were. So I thought, well, let's play this as a probe. This is going to tell me how I want to play here. I don't know how to play here. And this is a proverb you've heard me use many times. When you don't know where to play your sente. So here I am playing my sente. He says, I want to get out of here. I'm like, well, then you're dead on the left. That was nice. That answered quite nicely. And I'm not particularly against his move here because he doesn't really have any eyes here yet and a lot of black stones. I connect, he's dead. He comes here and I go kill the other side. It's a very clean kill. And again, I didn't want to do it with A. Too much room. Okay, my group is questionable. I could, for instance, play here, and I'm all connected. And I could treat this as Gote, except corners tend to be big. We like life in the corner. So I went ahead and saved. He surrounds. This is my Sente. Sente. I'll check on that a little later. There's some Aji in there. Oh, I did that first just to make sure. Yeah. Okay. Just clean that up. And then here. Okay. I should be able to get maybe 10 points there. If he splits my corner from here, at this point, I should easily be able to live independently. They're both quite strong. Here, I went ahead and responded to get into his center. He's threatening 15, 20 points in the center. And when I played, I'm getting at least 5 as I reduce him. This bothered me. This doesn't clean it up. That's not clean. That's not clean. Tons of Aji in there. I can only think of one way of cleaning it up. Just clean it up. Done. He will never bother me again there. And he can't kill my stone. I thought I was being cute here. It didn't work out. I thought it was going to work, but it didn't. Do some walking in and take this stone. So he gained, I wouldn't say 10, but up to 10. I gained 2, 4, 6, 7. So maybe I lost 3 points or so in that exchange. I'm still going to be okay, but this not only secures my health, but it also gives me this move, the healthy move. That stone's alive now if I want it to be, I believe. Yeah. That's just Gote. I get this in, fix that. I don't think I need that, but I thought, well, it secures things and gets ready for some Aji coming up. Place here, keep my eye. This connects me up now. And if I do this now, there are potential problems. Like, what if he starts this, threatens to surround me? I start trying to get out, and eventually, when we go this way, I'm just saying there's a lot of things that can happen here that bother me, and I don't need. I'm well ahead, so I go, well, let me just thicken up. Now this works absolutely, and I have no more issues. Place here. That was a smart move on his part. He doesn't need to fix. And white resigns there. So I thought there were a couple things to see. Hope you enjoyed. Catch you later.